If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or any cheap PC games, use the referral link in the description. It will take you over to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods, and if you use the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well. Hey guys, how's it going? Ches back again and welcome to episode number 17 of the second season here at West Ham United. We start with a game against Cardiff City away from home. We are in the thick of the transfer window and in the thick of a very congested fixture list. 2 games against Cardiff today, one in the league, and then following that up with the semi-final first leg of the Capital One Cup. Then hopefully we can get as many transfers done as possible before this Arsenal game so that we have enough players in the squad for rotation, because we have 2 games this space of 3 days. One in the FA Cup against tough opposition away from home, and the second is a very important second leg to get us through to a Wembley final. So very important games coming up over the next couple of episodes, and hopefully some very important transfers as well. Currently 4th in the league, 6 points off top, 3 points inside the top 4. We have been throwing out plenty of transfer offers over the past couple of episodes, so if you missed yesterday's, check that out as well to ensure that you know exactly what the situation is with our current transfer situation, I suppose. As we head into this video, still waiting on plenty of loan offers, hopefully for the youngsters in the squad, with regards to those that aren't going to get any chance of first team football right now. So hopefully we can get plenty of loan bids in. If not, we're going to have to start training a lot more different people than we have been so far. I've been concentrating my training on kind of the same 3 or 4, but if we don't get any loan bids in, I'm going to have to go through different routines every single week with a variety of like 10 to 12 different players. So hopefully we get some loan bids in, but we'll start with a game in the league against Cardiff. We beat them heavily last time, so I'm hoping for a repeat of that, and also a repeat of it again in the semi-final of the first leg Capital One Cup tie. 2 City to Jefferson. I'm just going to go to Mbula here, and then, oh, it's a heavy touch, but we will get it to Sané. Keep it in, Leroy, good lad, and burst back into the space. Oh, I see Payet there on the edge of the box. His first touch is decent, and we'll try and drop the shoulder and turn inside the defender, but that's not worked at all. Cleared away, but hopefully we can quickly get it back up towards the front line, and we have done. Payet through the gap to Ben Yedder. Defender on the shoulder, but he scored a finesse shot from a similar distance in the last episode, getting it in off the post, and this one just wide. Cardiff are sat very deep. You can see there just how many blue shirts are around the man on the ball when I get to the edge of the box. It's been very difficult to break them down so far. They're performing infinitely better defensively than they did the last time we played them, but hopefully we will be able to find the breakthrough, and then maybe their backline will crumble the same way it did in the previous game. Lafondra. Oh, blocks, but Sadi picks it up on it, and Sadi has the shot. I thought I tackled him with Semedo there, and then Sadi just ran off with the ball again. Get the tackling with Semedo, and then he just, whoa, it wasn't that far away actually. Decent effort. Well, 1 chance apiece as we head towards half-time. Like we said in the previous highlight, been quite a slow, tough game to break down so far. Not many chances at all at either end of the pitch, and that really was their first chance of the game, and we had one a moment ago through Ben Yedder that went just wide as well at the other end. Corner on the hour mark. I see the man stood there on the edge of the box, and you already know I'm going to get it out to him. Ben Yedder, finesse shot. Oh, I was just about to say finesse shot, goal. But it wasn't. It was finesse shot, just wide. 2 defenders in front of him, though. I guess had to try and bend it round them and get it past the goalkeeper. Just couldn't quite get enough turn on it. Very, very slow game here. Cardiff are playing very well defensively. I'm not playing very well offensively, and it's not necessarily lending itself to plenty of chances in a football match. But hopefully, as you can see, there's Mbula. Nelson Semedo's gone for the return ball. He should have the legs on Fabio. I say should, he doesn't, but he has been able to get the turn in and across, and underneath it is Payet, and occasionally Dimitri Payet comes up with very important goals. He hasn't been scoring that many for me in this series as a whole, but his overall play is really good, and occasionally that is a fantastic, I think that's his second really important headed finish this season, and that will be enough to give us the victory here. Now, can we build on it? It's taken us forever to get a goal. Last time we played Cardiff, I don't know why my finger has been wagging at you for the entire highlight, but last time we played Cardiff, once we'd scored, they crumbled and fell apart. We'll see if that happens again, but finally, we are in front. It is what it is. Lanzini's in, played across to Ben Yedder. Have to give it to Sané because space ran out. Sané with a shot. What a save by David Marshall. We haven't scored a second, but we were not far away. Quelimanga across to Makeda, back to Ganso, dinked in. Not the best of clearances from Nelson Semedo, just kind of chested it down rather than clearing it. There's the headed clearance. Lanzini gets a good turn, and Ben Yedder is away, although he has next to no stamina left, and he forgot the ball. But we're still going. Out to Nathan Redmond, the substitute. Lanzini's in there. We'll dink it up, looking for him in the middle. He's free. Lanzini, free header wide of the post, but there is the final whistle. Despite missing a glorious opportunity for a second, we do get 3 points. Oh, that's a relief. We've just kind of stumbled to a win there. We had enough chances to win it by more. They had enough chances to get a point. Let's try and get some transfers in, shall we? And add some extra depth to the first team squad. The offer for Bakambu has been rejected. They're not interested in Saido Berahino at all, which is annoying because if I just quickly drop back, you can see the offer for Baselli has been accepted with Imbula involved, but it's with £7 million as well, which means I don't have, if this deal goes through, I won't have the funds available to buy Bakambu outright, unless the deal that looks like it might take Ogbonna away from the club to, was it West Brom that bid for him? I can't quite remember. Unless that bid goes through, that deal goes through, we might be struggling to actually bring Bakambu in, unless I, of course, go for a different midfielder. We'll try Parfitt Williams and 10 because Parfitt Williams is worth nothing. This is going to be a tricky window financially unless we can get a couple of players out of the door. Matty Atkinson is... I'll just keep training these guys for now until we find out if we're going to get any more loan bids. Archibald Henville has gone up 1 rating. That's good. We'll play him in this upcoming cup game against Cardiff in the Capital One Cup. And we'll play all of the youngsters, I think, as long as they're fit, obviously, because it's not been that long since they last played. But is anything going to happen on the day in between? No. Okay, it took me to my inbox. Took me to my inbox to tell me that nothing was there. Oh, 5 emails here though. Our scouting updates. I'll just go through off camera. But Genoa have rejected the offer of 8 for Ogbonna. Actually, was the other one from Swansea for Ogbonna as well. They're reviewing. They're going to match the 14 million Swansea for Saido Berahino. Exactly what we needed. Thank you, Swansea. You absolute heroes. Genoa are going to give me 6.5. I asked for 8, I think, last time, so I'll ask for 7 this time. 500 grand could be the difference between getting someone and not getting someone, especially when it comes to transferring it from transfer budget into wage budget. But I'll go through these monthly scouting updates off camera and we'll jump into the game against Cardiff in the Cup this time. Hopefully, I'll play a little bit better. Pilkington. Barnum Bob. What a great name. What a great name. Barnum Bob. Congratulations, sir, on having a fantastic double-barreled name. I really like that. That's a fantastic name for a commentator. Barnum Bob. Barnum Bob into Pilkington. Comfortable tackle for Guerrero to make, and Barkley will come away with it. We'll look inside to Brown. Then maybe try and get around the outside of him, which we've done nicely. Good feet from Brown. And on the overlap is Sam Byram. And down the line is Saido Berahino. And in the box now is tiny little Brown. But we'll get it into the box, and it's punched clear by David Marshall. Mauro heads it out and away from danger, but we'll try and get it back into the danger zone sooner rather than later. There's Sam Byram around the corner to Ross Barkley. We'll look to Saido Berahino and then drop the shoulder into the box with the opportunity. Great sliding block by Connolly. We're performing better already in this one, creating a couple of good chances. Someone's going to win that header. No one apparently is going to win that header. Berahino to Obiang. A lot of people in front of him will try the shot, deflected. Another corner. Spell of pressure here for us after 20 minutes or so. I see the man on the edge of the box, but you see the man just waiting on the D. He'll close him down immediately, so we'll cross it in instead. Winston Reid can't quite win the header, so Saido Berahino will pick it up, and that's a terrible cross into the box, and Cardiff will clear it, although they've given it straight back to me. Here's Sam Byram. Try and shoot for the top corner, but it's gone wide. Dink that over the top for Barkley to run onto. Take it in his stride. If you can just hold off Barnum Bob, we can get in the box. Oh, that was a lovely piece of footwork. Surely you can finish that. What a goal by Ross Barkley. I'm not sure whether that was a nutmeg through the defender's legs there as he turned inside or not. Hopefully we'll see it in the replay. Now, is this a panna? We'll find out. Oh, I think it was as well. Gorgeous stuff. And that's where the 5-star weak foot comes in handy too. Actually, I'm going to have a look at the genuine replay of that because that was pretty impressive. You can see all the changes I made to the first team. I even mentioned it in commentary, and I still forgot to put Archibald Henville in goal. Idiot. I put like loads of youngsters in there, like Brown on the right and Guerrero at centre back and Reece Oxford in at centre mid, and I still forgot to change the goalkeeper. I just want to see if this was a nutmeg or not. If it was beautiful from Ross Barkley. Turn inside and get the right angle. Does that count if it goes through his leg? Not sure whether that counts or not. Let me know in the comment section down below. Barkley to Oxford even. To Berahino, who's in behind. Side of Berahino. Good save, but really unfortunate rebound straight back to Sodo Berahino. Making a couple of changes, bringing on 2 more youngsters, Luis Weigl and Javier Arangoa. Arangoa is a centre mid that I haven't yet used in this series, so hopefully he performs well. He's going to get a full half an hour, and Weigl we've used a couple of times. In fact, Arangoa is going to start off by taking the free kick that we just won. And there's Brown, the right mid, that unfortunately has his shot blocked. But we do have plenty of youngsters in this squad now that, fingers crossed, over the course of the rest of this series will grow into really impressive players. Ronaldo down the line to Antonio. Take the turn inside rather quickly. Look for Grimaldo. I don't know why he's all the way up here, but we'll squeeze that through. And there's Antonio. 3-0. Lovely return ball from Grimaldo. We'll celebrate with him if we can. In fairness, it was meant for Weigl, who actually I think may have been offside. No, he got himself back onside, but the ball through was really, really well timed into Antonio's path. And he was never going to miss from there. Really powerful shot. We are 3-0 in front. Looks like we're getting a very comfortable first leg lead in this Capital One Cup tie. Final whistle's gone. A very comfortable 3-0 win in this one. Much better performance in that from the side and from me personally in the sort of football I was playing. So we're pleased with that. A lot of chances created, a lot of goals scored, and fingers crossed that can continue into the second leg as well. Although, 3-0 in the first leg's pretty much guaranteed us going through to the final. But there is an FA Cup tie against Arsenal in the way. 4 emails as well. Transfer offer unacceptable. They're not interested in Parfit Williams. That's fine. Well, we'll keep offering just money, because if when Berahino now leaves, we will be able to... You're unhappy at not being selected. That's why I'm selling you, Ogbonna. Contract declined. He wants a... I don't feel this move suits me. You just want more money, don't you, mate? I'll offer him crucial first-team player this time rather than important first-team player. Inter have accepted the transfer offer of £12 million plus Spiegel for Kondogbia. Okay. Things are going to get interesting now, very interesting, with this first-team starting central midfielder role with the amount of money we have. Hopefully Ogbonna will go to Genoa. Hopefully Berahino will go to... Are we going to get any emails? Yes, hopefully Berahino will go to Swansea. Player sold. Is that Berahino to Swansea? Ah, yes. And Kondogbia has accepted the transfer offer as well. And we just got 12 million added to our budget from Berahino leaving. So Jeffrey Kondogbia joins. Fantastic. We have a new starting central midfielder. Unfortunately, we still have Imbula, which isn't necessarily the way around I wanted things to work. But we'll take Imbula out. We will put Jeffrey Kondogbia in, and we have a new starting central defensive midfielder. Pleased with that signing. Very pleased with that signing. Now, do we have much more time before the Arsenal game? Is it one more day? It is. Please, can somebody... Was Imbula involved in a deal? I think he was, wasn't he? They want 25. Imbula was involved in the Baselli deal, wasn't he? And Genoa are not going to accept for... him just yet, but we'll accept 6.5. That's fine. So Ogbonna looks like he's going to leave. Daniele Baselli looks like he might come in, but I don't need Baselli anymore. I need to just get rid of Imbula. Now, will they be interested in Imbula via Real? Imbula is worth 9, so Imbula plus, say, 5 or 6 million, they might jump at that. So we'll wait and see. We've got the centre mid position sorted. Archibald Henville wants to play, and I will remember to play Archibald Henville, maybe not against Arsenal, but against Cardiff for the second leg of the Capital One Cup. Remind me, spam the comments in this episode so that I remember and I see it for when I come to record the next episode to play Archibald Henville in goal, Ches. and hopefully I'll remember to do so. But that's going to bring today's episode to a close. We have a brand new player. Hopefully you guys have been pleased with the addition of Jeffrey Kondogbia. I certainly am. Really keen to see how he plays alongside Mark Noble in that midfield too, and it'll be a tough test against Arsenal as well. So throwing him in at the deep end, but fingers crossed we can do well. Drop the video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe to the channel as well if you haven't already. Fingers crossed in tomorrow's episode we can nail down that final transfer of Bakambu as well, and then we'll be all set to attack all 4 cup competitions we're still involved in for the rest of the season. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter. Links are in the description down below, and I'll see you next time.